Okay, so I'm going to show you how to create this ping pong launcher in Autodesk Inventor 2022. And here the file, I've already created it, and so you can see all the different extrusions down the side, and inside each extrusion is a sketch. So the first thing that you will do is go to File, you'll hover over New, and then click on New here. That will bring you up probably with just EN-US there, so you need to open that up and then click on metric, and then you'll be able to see standard mm. Mine was already selected there, so I could see it, but you probably won't be able to. So it's click on standard mm and then create. That will bring you into a new file, and you want to start 2D sketch, so click on that and then click on start a 2D sketch. That will bring up the 3 different work planes that we have to start off with. Select this one here, so hover over the kind of side one, which I think is the YZ plane, and click on that one. That brings you from 3D model into the sketch tab. You can then click on the rectangle tool here. Use the drop down arrow if you want to, but it's the first one, 2-point rectangle. And then here you want to click and let go. Don't click and drag, click and let go and move your cursor, and you can see the numbers increasing on the side. Here I just tap in the first number, which is 95, and then I press the tab button to take me to the next dimension, which is going to be 300, and then I'm going to press enter or return. And what you can't see the rectangle because we're really zoomed in, so the next thing to do here is just to click on this button here, which is the zoom all button, and that brings everything on your screen into play. Okay, so now you can see the whole thing. So we now want to come up and select our line tool, and I'm just going to click roughly around here. Try not to click in the middle. If I hover over, see that big jump there and it gets a big dot? I'm just going to come down a little bit, so I'm not in the middle, or it locks onto the middle, and that can be problematic later. And then all the way roughly over about 3/4 of the way to here. Okay, and then we're going to dimension that in a different way that we dimensioned our rectangle. So I'm going to come up and click on the dimension button. I'm going to come up and hover over that point until it creates a dot, and then I'm going to click on that dot, and then I'm going to come up and I'm going to click on that line, and that now brings a dimension between the 2 points where I clicked. And I want to click outside roughly about here again, and then I'm going to change that to 71 and press enter. See that change? And then I'm going to do the same here with dimension already highlighted. Click on that dot there, click on this line here, come down outside your kind of drawing and click around about here, and you want to change that to 105. Just like that. Okay, then we want to create ourselves another 2-point rectangle, so I'm going to select this one and use a drop down arrow if you want. Click on here, and we're going to bring this one roughly to about there, and we're going to change those dimensions. So this dimension that we can see, the one that's highlighted, I want to be 21, that's the height. I'm going to press tab, and then this one I want to be 45, and I am going to press enter. Okay, and that's drawn that one. Then this is a nice way of doing the next section for the circles. I want to select my line tool, but I also want to select this button here called construction. And this doesn't do much this, but kind of give me a marker line. So I'm going to click not on the center line, so be careful not to select that on the center line. Come up about 1/3 of the way down, click. Don't click and drag, click and kind of let go and move your mouse, and then click on the other line all the way across. All right, and we want to dimension that one, so I'm going to click on my dimension. I'm going to click on this line. It thinks I'm making a length, but I'm not. I'm going to click on this line as well. All right, and now it's done between the 2 lines, and then I'm going to click outside. So that's 3 different clicks. Okay, and this, I'm going to change that dimension to 41 and press enter. So now I can select my circle tool, and you must turn off this button here, which was the construction line. Okay, you can see I've got a dotted line there. It's a construction line. I'm going to turn that off because I don't want to draw dotted circles. So now with the circle tool highlighted, roughly around about here, I'm going to click and let go, and then drag my my sort of mouse out a little bit. So click, let go, and move your mouse, and then I'm going to press 6, and then I'm going to move along a little bit. I'm going to, about 1/3 of the way along, do the same thing, but this time I'm going to click 41 as my dimension, and then I'm going to draw another circle by clicking and letting go and drawing, tapping in 41 again and pressing enter. Then I'm going to click on my dimension button, select the center of the circle, then select the line, and then bring it up above and click there, and that is going to be 22.5, like that. In fact, it might be, I'm just going to go back. You can go Control Z like I'm doing there, or use the back button. I'll just go one forward. Okay, so I've got all three. I'm going to dimension it and put the dimension in a different place. I'm going to do that step again. So click on the center of the circle, click on the line, and I'm going to bring the dimensions down here so they're a bit easier to see. So 22.5 there. So clicking on the center of the circle on the line. I'm going to dimension again. So click on the center of this one, making sure that your dimension button is highlighted. Click on that center, click on this line here, click down here, and this one is going to be 80. And then I'm going to do the same here, click on the center of a circle, click on this line, and then click down here, and this is going to be 141. Okay, and that is our sketch finished and dimensioned. So I'm just going to finish my sketch now, and then I'm going to click on Zoom All. At this point, you probably want to save your work, so press Control S or go up to File, Save, and you should select yourself a DT folder. Make yourself a DT folder inside your documents, and then maybe a CAD folder, and then save it as I'm gonna call this Ping Pong Launcher V2. I've already got one here which I've done, which I showed you already. Okay, save, and you're done for this video.